Welcome to weekly video series of 100K profit with options trading. So this is week 28 video. Each week I'm showing my journey, what trades I did on that week, transparently, the lost ones, the profit ones. So let's jump to the weekly trades. This week I closed 3 trades and I made $600 profit from these 3 trades. So and month is finally ended. It was one of my worst months. I ended with 790 loss this month, and last month was around, like, let's see, in January 28K, and in December it was 13K. But February is also historically one of the worst months of the market. My average monthly profit right now at $12,000 and my weekly around 2.9. So let me show the trades of the week. So I will click here the week 4 and it will show me the 3 trades I did this week. By the way, this is my trade journal app. Feel free to use it. Link in the description. So it is completely free. There are really nice features I keep adding every week. Like as you can see, there's this analytics tab. It shows you very different visuals, and there's like watch lists. It is a live data, market data, updates in every 10 minutes. It shows you which of your watch lists is oversold, lower Bollinger Band, or below 200-day moving averages, stochastics. And there's also like earning calendar here. You can see in the calendar view which earnings is upcoming. So let me continue with this week's trades. I can also click here to this week's trade to see my trades. So I closed this week 3 put credit spreads in Netflix, S&P Global, and Amazon. Let's start with Amazon. I opened the trade on 6th of February and close it on 26th of February. Expiration was April 17. It is a little bit over 2 months expiration. So this month, like February, as I mentioned, is a slow month. So normally I open my put credit spreads around 45 days expiration, but this month I want to have them a little bit more. And in this example, I made like more than 2 months. So let's see how was the chart when I was entering the trade. So here on 6th of February, yeah, it was the earning day and it went so much down below 200-day moving averages, and stochastic was around like 10 levels and RSI was 20. As you can see, Amazon didn't touch this low RSI in the past 1 year. Like last year in April, it touched due to the tariff issues. So this was a really good opportunity. I opened some leaps contracts and I opened some put credit spreads. So, and on 26 here, it went a big movement to the upside on Thursday. So stochastic went above to 80s and 40, above 40 RSI. So I was able to exit from the trade. So my entry price for Amazon put credit spread was 0.9 and exit is 0.45. It was a automatic 50% profit taker. All of my put credit spreads has that setup. I don't chase crazy profits, so 50% is enough for me. So the maximum profit was $270 with this trade because it's 3 contracts and 0.9 entry price. So I was able to have $130 after the fees, and return of capital was 8.66 in 1 month. So which is very, very good. And my strike price is around 180 to 175, and it was around here 180, 175. I usually pick my strike prices around 10 to 15 delta, maybe a little low on the premium, but I want to be on the safe side. So here after Amazon, my next one is S&P Global. So again, I entered the trade on 10th with an expiration of April, 2.5 months almost, and my exit is 26 again. So let's check quickly. Here at 10, it went all the way down here after earning. I enter it right around here and I exit on 26 on this jump. Let me zoom a little bit. Yeah, on 10, I enter here. And again, like RSI went down. The last time it went down like that was October and April probably. And I entered there. So I was able to exit this one. I didn't have to wait 2 months. And let's see. And again, my entry price was 1.6 and exit price is 0.79. Again, it's a 50% profit taker. I had 3 contracts and my profit is 238 with a 7.95 ROI. S&P Global, by the way, I really like the company. I also trade in LEAPS contracts with them. So they're in the credit business and they are the moat in the business they have, and they are very hard to replaceable, and the companies cannot change S&P Global, and Amazon and Netflix is like that. So in the past, I opened, I think, 10 contracts with S&P Global and same amount as Amazon. Right now, I have like Netflix and Amazon Leaps contract. Leaps contract is a lot of investment. So let me show you how many Leaps contracts I have. So, and what are my names and why I'm choosing those names. So I will go to the open Leaps contracts. So here, as you can see, I have a lot of Netflix on the way going down. I was collecting. So on January, like beginning of January, even December, I was collecting all the way Netflix. And I have like Visa, Microsoft, Palantir, Uber. Like, for example, Netflix, like many of us cannot stop subscription in Netflix because they became our TV basically. And Uber, like you can end up in a nowhere in the middle of night and I want to have the Uber app in my pocket. And many countries using even Uber for transporting things, like they are sending things through the Uber, and there's Uber Eats. Like I'm choosing my investments. If I'm investing a lot of money, like for example, I have like 12 Netflix contracts and each of them is like around $2,000, and that makes like over like $20,000. Actually, here I opened 4 contracts. This alone was like $10,000, and together with this, I think I have around like $40,000 investment in Netflix. Like, if I'm making this much amount of investment, I want to sleep comfortably at night. Like, for example, SoFi, Robinhood, HIMS. I'm seeing many options trading is doing many leaps on those names. But for me, SoFi is not a moat in loan business. And maybe they will be coming somewhere in the future, but at the moment, they are quite new. They are recently become profitable. And like, for example, Robinhood as well, it's highly dependable on Bitcoin. And HIMS as well in health business. They're all good companies. It's great to be early investors on those companies. Just for me, in order to buy Leaps contracts, so I really want to have these kind of mode names. Like I trade sometimes Robinhood with put credit spreads, but I never bought Leaps contracts on them. So yeah, I would say probably I'm a very conservative trader, and everyone's risk tolerance is different. So let me continue with my last trade. So Netflix, I opened it November 3rd, just before the split, because I remember on 14 Netflix was having a split. So I opened it around here, I think after it went down from 200-day moving average. But Netflix is a kind of a slow stock, and it doesn't jump super quick. So that's why I opened my put spreads, I think from November to March. It was around like 4 months this time. And I think I opened only 3 contracts, but after split it they became like 30 contracts. So and all the way it went go down and I was always super red on my particular spread. And finally this Friday after Paramount is announced the new buyer of the Warner Bros. Netflix stock went up 15% and I was able to exit from my trade. And this time, yeah, I didn't wait for the 50% because I was really hoping to exit with some kind of profit from this one. And I didn't wait for the 50% and I exit with like 3.86 ROI, $231, and that was it for my Netflix trade. So this was the close trades of the week. Next week, I will be focusing on my Netflix Leaps contracts. I'm hoping to close them. And let me show you lastly my Netflix Leaps contracts, the open ones here in my broker account. So this is my broker account. As you can see here, I have one combo, means like I have in the same options trade, I bought like 2 different expiration and 4 positions. So it means like I have 8 Leaps contracts there. And the value of it, like the purchase price was $26,000, and another one 4 contracts with $10,000, 81 strike price. I think I started with this one, 81 strike price, and if and Netflix keep continue down in January, so I was keep opening new Leaps contracts around like 80 delta. So 80 delta became like 79 strike, 77, 76, 5, 4. So I was just keeping 80 delta Leaps contracts opening. So I think I invest around like 40,000, $50,000 for Netflix. And right now I'm about like 20% up. So on this one is 7,000 and others like around like 10,000 total, I think. So my goal, exit goal is around 100-day moving average. So if it touch or goes above, I'm planning to close my all Leaps contracts and I will see what I'm going to do with that. Probably I might buy some Nvidia contracts here. Nvidia went down. So if it moves down from the 200-day moving average, so I'm planning to use that cash from Netflix to open some Nvidia contracts. Or if Amazon keeps continue this sideways, so I might open more Amazon Leaps contract as well. So that is my next week's plan. So let me end it with my goal numbers. So as you know, I have 100K profit goal for 12 months. I started it on around August and I have still 152 days remaining. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to see my journey, how it goes to 100K goal, and see you next week.